Back again one more time. Gonna try something a little different tonight just to see how it goes. A little late night post. Been a topic I want to touch for a while now. You're in tune to the Wednesday War Gone, the midweek catch up. And I'm just here to talk about the fact that men are dying. With a little twist tonight. Yeah, I want to touch a couple items here where we recognize that men are dying, but children are dying and women are dying at the hands of men. And I want to really just speak on it a little bit because it's a little bit, no, it's a lot. It's really disturbing. For the last, I don't even know how many years now, it's been just getting more and more talked about, more rampant, more prevalent. What am I talking about tonight? I'm talking about men just losing their composure, losing their minds, it seems like. And I have the question to ask tonight: what's really wrong here? What's wrong here? What's wrong in this world? So what am I talking about? Okay, let's get into it. I'm talking about a movement, an online subculture known as incel, for one, group of heterosexual men who show hostile aggression towards women, believing that they owe them the right to be sexually active with them. And these people who are in the incel group, they're unable to have romantic or sexual relationships with women for whatever reason. And I think it's one reason is they might be socially awkward. They might just not appeal to the woman that they're looking to attract or to be a part of their lives. But it's so bad because the aggression is so bad that it seems like they're willing to even hurt, maim, or kill if the women do not come around their way and give them the attention that they desire. Another topic or another thing I've heard about is femicide. I want to touch this. I know it's not really here in Canada, that terminology, but femicide really is just the killing of women just because they're women or girls. And this is done at the hands of men again. Very disturbing. Another one that we're familiar with is domestic violence. And this impacts 1 in 4 women. And we're always wondering, why is it that the man who's supposed to be the protector is using their fist not to protect, but to hurt, maim, kill, and psychologically damage women. Domestic violence has been now, I heard hearing a new term now, or a term that I haven't heard before, but it's been used and interactive or interchangeably with domestic violence, and that's the IPV, the intimate partner violence. I mean, I just got up and watched the news just yesterday, and it was yesterday or this morning, and somewhere, I believe in BC, British Columbia, a man killed 5 people. A woman that he was intimate with, and I believe 3 children, or maybe 4 people, and I think a niece. And I was like, are you serious? And these were young kids, talking like 2, like 6 and something else. I mean, I didn't want to get into details with it so much, but this man took lives, and He didn't take his life. Not saying he should have, but it's just so sad. So we have incel, we have femicide, more so in the states. We have domestic violence, and we have intimate partner violence. And all these things are being committed by men. So yes, this is the forum, a forum where we talk about these issues and these critical issues that affect the lives of individuals. What's wrong with what's wrong here? What is wrong here? What is the thinking that men who are to be the protectors, providers, etc., is taking out their aggression, taking out their rejection, taking out their hostility on women. And it's bad because a lot of times we tend to, or generally speaking, we tend to say or victim blame and say, well, why isn't the woman leaving the domestic violence situation? Why isn't a woman getting out of these intimate partner violence situations? How can they be in it so long or even returning? But I was listening to a program the other day and I heard someone who's in the field say something that was very, very profound. And what she was saying is that a lot of times the male in the relationship will take this woman out of her comfort zone, out of her family unit, and become just, it's about those two. And at some point, they're controlling where they go. They have separated them from their family unit to make them believe that all you need is me. All you need is the one person that they're with. They've also have I've heard testimonies where from this lady saying that she's heard where many of these men have now taken out loans, or the woman has taken out loans for these men, ran up a debt, ran up their credit score, ran up their credit, and put them in debt, and they can't even go anywhere because they don't have no one that can bail them out, and so they're helpless. So the man's got them physically bound, psychologically bound, emotionally bound, and in a lot of cases even sexually. What is wrong here? That what is happening in the mind? Is it a mental illness, or are we just gonna blame everything on mental illness? I don't even want to use that one. So, but I'm sure someone would put in mental illnesses there. There's got to be something wrong, you would think. But a lot of these men are very smart. They're manipulative, obviously, and they're insecure. And in terms of the incel subculture, these men seem to be just ignorant or not clued in, or they cannot tell when they're not wanted, or they have a belief that they have to be wanted. And for the most part, some of these characters I'm seeing, I mean, they're not. Oh man, I don't have no politically correct word to say, but they're not like they're not unattractive. From a male perspective, looking at another male, and I like to judge that, but they don't seem to be, repulsive or something that says, "Oh my God, they're hideous." I mean, they can find a woman. Everybody, I believe, can find somebody of the opposite sex if that's your preference. But when you're not getting the response you want, why do you feel like the next thing is to kill, maim, hurt, act out in a violent way, and then here we're losing women, we're losing children. So young boys are dying at the hands of men because they're taking their frustration and aggression and hatred hatred out on the child that is the innocent bystander here. So you have young boys that are dying and not going to be able to grow up to be a man. And if they even did grow up and seen some of those things happen in the house, who knows if they would adapt to that kind of behavior? Maybe is that the problem? Is that what's wrong here? Is that a contributing factor that maybe some of these behaviors have been shown in the houses of where these children are, and when they grow up to be what we're seeing here? Or is it just the fringe? And I don't think it's the fringe element no more, because it's happening so much and so often. Like I said, 1 in 4 women suffer at the hands of a man from domestic violence. I want to talk on this, and I may not even be qualified to, but hey, I can speak. Freedom to speak right now, just to see or put it out there. What's wrong here? Can somebody please enlighten me? Have you had the contact with some individuals to see where their mind is at? What are they thinking? What are they saying? People get in a relationship, men get in a relationship with women for a period of not even 2 weeks to a month. And you're so possessive that if they're even talking to another person, another male, you get irate to the point where you're beating them up, beating up the man that you're talking to. And it could be just simple, nothing more than just a friend. What gives you the right, regardless of the length of time that you met this person, that you feel that you have that kind of control or that kind of right to just destroy somebody's life, take somebody's life, hurt somebody's um, physical being, mess with their mental psyche, and then still call yourself a man? Yeah, no, that doesn't fly, man. What's wrong here? It's beyond mental. It's now to the point where I believe that's pure evil. The enemy, the devil, has got a hold of these people. Bad influences, bad decisions, channeling your energy or your aggressions in the wrong areas, taking it on the wrong people, and innocent lives are being lost. So here we have this forum we're talking about, men are dying. And tonight, I'm putting it another way, that men, they have died in so many more ways, in so many ways, much more than just physically. They're dying in their minds, they're dying in their soul, they're dying because it's like the devil has taken over, fully possessed them to commit such terrible acts. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but when I look on some of the women that have been battered, hurt, bruised, and killed for some trivial, really ridiculous things, man. It's no wonder a lot of good men get a bad rap. It's no wonder women are giving men the side eye. Women are carrying fears of the past and their last relationships of abuse into relationships and seeing things that might not be there because some animal, some person who does not know how to treat a woman, treat a child, treat a young infant, that you can kill someone who can barely walk, just learning to walk, a child, because you have such hate for the woman that you want to be intimate with, that you want to be sexually connected to, that you want to show that you can dominate, or you're gonna get yours. But I'm not even talking about vengeance. I'm just saying that the vengeance is the Lord's. There's a special place for people like you. Yeah. That's the Wednesday Wagwan for tonight. Just want to come on here and just kind of just rant on that a little bit. I'm gonna go do a little more digging into this because I'm telling you, it's getting out of hand. And I just want to come out here and just let people be aware that this is happening, and it might be happening even close to home. It might be happening in your neighborhood, your next door neighbor. We don't know. But when you see some people that don't look like they're all there, some women that are just looking like just a shell of themselves, you can see it in their face, in their eyes, like they have no hope. They're bound. Somebody reach out. Not trying to get anybody hurt. We gotta still care and recognize that some people might need help. And let's see what we can do to change this. Let's see how we can address men to calm it down. Check your egos. Check your testosterone, whatever it is, man. Get something in balance. Let's get it balanced. I don't want to be painted with the same brush as you. What is really going on here? All right. Until we catch up again. Yeah, man. It's really messed up out there, man. Praying for these women, those who are going through it. And I don't know what you're going through, but I hope that whoever's in this situation can get out of it. And I hope that these men can just resist the devil. As the Bible says, resist and he'll flee from you. Because this is beyond mental. Be safe out there. Be vigilant. Be sober. Be safe. Until we catch up next time, it's Juice laying off for the tough forum on the Wednesday Wagwan. Midweek catch up. Holla back at you soon, all right? Peace and one love.